In a charming little town nestled between rolling hills and meandering rivers, there lived a reclusive scientist named Drive. Benjamin Wright. While the world around him bustled with life, Wright was always absorbed in his work, hidden away in his dusty laboratory. Unbeknownst to the townspeople, Wright was a brilliant inventor who had been secretly developing a time-traveling device for years. His obsession with unraveling the mysteries of time stemmed from a deep regret that haunted him from his past. One fateful night, as a storm raged outside, Wright put the finishing touches on his invention, a sleek, metallic contraption adorned with glowing symbols. Fueled by determination and a thirst for redemption, he activated the device, hoping to travel back in time and correct the mistake that had haunted him for so long. As the machine hummed and whirred, an ethereal glow engulfed the room. Dr. Wright closed his eyes and held his breath, bracing himself for the unknown journey through time. When he opened his eyes again, he found himself standing in the very laboratory he had left years ago, moments before the pivotal event that had shaped his life. The sight before him took his breath away, his younger self, filled with ambition and dreams, working diligently on his early experiments. Dr. Wright watched in silence, realizing that the decision he had made on that day had set him on a path of isolation and regret. For days, Wright wandered through his own timeline, observing key moments that had influenced his life's trajectory. He witnessed joyous occasions he had long forgotten, as well as painful mistakes he wished he could erase. With each journey through time, a newfound understanding dawned upon him. He saw that life was a tapestry of intertwined moments, and every experience, both good and bad, had shaped him into the person he was today. As the days turned into weeks, Wright felt a sense of peace wash over him. He realized that he couldn't change the past, but he could change the way he viewed it. The mistakes he had made were not scars to be hidden, but lessons to be learned from. Filled with a renewed sense of purpose, Wright returned to his present time, determined to make amends and embrace the person he had become. He stepped out of his laboratory and into the sunlight, feeling the warmth on his face for the first time in years. Word of Dr. Wright's time-traveling adventures spread through the town, and people became curious about the enigmatic scientist who had been so lost in his work. They no longer saw him as a recluse but as a wise and compassionate soul who had experienced the full spectrum of life. Dr. Wright opened his laboratory to the townspeople, inviting them to learn about his inventions and share their own stories. He became a mentor to young aspiring scientists, encouraging them not to fear failure but to embrace it as a stepping stone to growth. The time traveler's timeline became a symbol of hope and redemption in the town. People from all walks of life sought Wright's counsel, knowing that he had experienced the depths of regret and had emerged stronger and wiser. In the end, Wright's time-traveling device became more than just a means of traversing the past. It became a metaphor for the human experience. Each of us carries a timeline of moments, both beautiful and painful, that shape who we are. And like the time traveler, we must learn to accept our past, forgive ourselves, and embrace the journey with all its twists and turns. And so, in the charming little town, the time traveler's timeline reminded everyone that life was a precious gift, and every moment, past, present, and future, was an opportunity to grow, love, and create a life worth living.